What is good, Vibe Gang? It is your boy right here with another one. This is a very highly anticipated conversation with my brother that I'm about to bring up right now. Not only do I respect this man as a lyrical genius, but you know how open he is with his lyrics and how open he is with his music helps me do what I do on this YouTube shit. So please, ladies and gentlemen, without any further fucking ado, my brother, BINGX. What is good, my guy?
Hey, I can't hear you.
You can't hear me. Testing 1 2.
I can't hear anything. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Yeah, I can't hear anything on here. No
Back up and
volume.
come back. Back
Jump
up
out
and
and jump
come
back
back.
in. Okay. Yeah.
Technical difficulty. It's not gonna be vibe reactions without it, baby. It ain't gonna be vibe reactions without it. You feel me? So yeah, let him leave and let him come back. They can hear us both. Okay, let me see. We good
Yep.
now?
Yep, I can hear
Bet
you now.
money.
What's
Bet,
good,
what is
bro?
good, my brother? What's going on, man? Just loving it, bro. I thank you, like I was saying behind in the green room. Thank you so much for taking your time and hanging out with your
Yeah,
boy, man. It's an
absolutely.
honor and a privilege to have you here, man.
Same
I
here,
fuck
bro.
with your shit. I fuck with your shit heavy,
I fuck with
heavy.
your energy, bro. I really mess with your energy, man. I've seen, I don't know, probably I think you've done maybe around 10 of my songs.
I've posted 10. I got like 30 of my live streams that I gotta put out.
Go
Dude,
team.
we're in it. We're in it, dog. You're in your catalog deep. Thanks to people like
Oh man.
Jen and people like Bad Wolf. People, all the Vibe Gang has always
What's
been
up,
throwing
guys?
me big stuff throughout the whole 3-4 years that I've been doing this. So man, I am very heavy in your fucking music. Very
Man,
heavy.
thank you, bro. Yeah, I love your energy, man. Every time I see your reactions, I got a big, I'm cheesing. I got a big smile on my face, bro. Um,
I
just, I'm
appreciate
happy,
that.
happy to be here, bro.
Definitely, definitely. Look, we're gonna start this off with for the people that don't know who you are. What will be the best way you could explain who BINGX is as an artist to the people that are in here right now that probably don't know who you are, never listened to your music before.
Well, I have been making music for 20 years. I've been making music since 2016. I have written, produced, mixed, mastered, featured on over 3,000 songs. I have 8 hard drives full of music that most of it, I think about 6 hard drives full of music nobody's ever heard. Um, and I have put myself through the ringer as somebody trying to chase this perfection, but you're never going to be perfect, but chase that
Absolutely.
top 5% of every part of the craft. So engineer, mixing, the mastering part, the recording part, the writing process. I've gone through many different genres. I write music for a lot of people. I do hooks, I do collabs. So musician, I guess, is the best thing to say, to describe me. But man, I,
Man of
I
many
I just love
hats.
music. I just love music, bro. Like I genuinely love it. It's hard as an artist for me, like someone who wears so many hats. When I hear songs or somebody plays me a new album or something, it's hard to digest music as a listener now because I've been part of the creation process for so long. They're like it's not nitpicking, but it's like, oh man, I wish they would have. I don't know what's after that. I wish they would have done halftime drums on the hook here. Like, oh
Right.
man, I wish I could have been a fly on the wall in the studio. I'd have told them to add these harmonies right
So
here.
it's hard for you to really just sit back and enjoy music
Yeah,
sometimes because you're just listening to like all the missed opportunities in other people's music and stuff like that per se. I feel you.
yeah, and
But I
same
mean when you
same with my own. Like I'll hear records I
right
did 5, 6 years ago, and I'm like, oh man, I wish I was the me now back then.
right. Have you ever thought about like going back and like just remaking some of those with the knowledge that you have now?
No, I mean a lot of the music that I made back then. I mean, secular is a good way to put it, but I was a very angry young man. So,
Got
um,
you. We're at another
I've,
level
I've
now.
definitely changed. I got baptized late last year.
Beautiful.
My thank you.
Congratulations.
Yeah, no, my whole kind of outlook on the type of music I make and the energy I put out into the world is definitely changing. I'm trying to be emotionally responsible with the stuff I'm writing now. You know, it's easy to be woe is me, and you know,
Right.
I'm anxious and I'm depressed and come suffer, and everybody wants to suffer with you because they're suffering, so they want to hear somebody else suffering so they can relate to them, right? Not in a
Right.
negative way. But like if you're having an anxiety attack and you hear some song come on with soothing music about somebody talking about having an anxiety attack and how to calm down, that's what you want to listen to.
And now that you bring that up, the song Jesus,
Yeah.
I reacted to that song and I was just like, it resonated with me, that song, so fucking much. Like, I listen to it at least 3 to 4 times a week. It's always
Man,
constantly running through my thing because I love how you took the take that you took with that whole entire conversation, with everything that's going on, and saying this is more of a good versus evil more than just a left versus right. You
it
get into
is.
that mindset. It's that. It's like I was like screaming. I screamed at the camera. I ain't gonna lie to you. I was like, I've been said that shit. That he knows exactly what he's talking about because it's the
Oh
truth,
man.
though. It's the dead honest truth, and just to be an independent artist and to be that brave to just come out and just say, yo, this is what it is. This is what you guys have to understand. It's a bigger battle than just what the fuck you see on
It's
TikTok and
behind the
whatever.
scenes.
It's
Everywhere.
exactly,
Bro, Satan is running rampant in this world. And you know,
absolutely.
I'm not gonna sit here and try and proselytize you guys. Like that's not my goal of this. My goal is to tell you about the change that I've had in my life after, you know, accepting Christ as my savior and you know, moving forward as a Christian.
Amen.
But man, when you step back and you really look at what the norm is in our world, and you get a moment of clarity, you start to realize how dark it really is, man. Like it's a really dark world. Like we like revere people that shoot people and do drugs and fuck women, and you know, somebody sleeps with you know, 50 women in a year, and like, and they brag about it, and all their homies like, yeah, no, he get mad pussy, and you know, like
Yeah,
we
yeah,
we
yeah.
we we normalize getting stressed out and running to a pill bottle. We normalize, I'm stressed out, I had a hard day at work, let me go drink for the rest of the night because I'm
Right.
having anxiety. We normalize all of these things that society has taught us is normal, and moving away from that. I've got a year off alcohol. July 4th I'll have a year off of alcohol.
Let's fucking
And
go.
thank you, man. Yeah,
Let's
no, I
go.
lost 30
Congratulations, baby.
35 pounds, bro. I've been,
Wow.
yeah.
It's a beautiful thing, man. It's a beautiful thing. I just celebrated in April. I celebrated what is it, 12 years, no hard shit. No
Oh,
pills or no
I'm
coke.
losing you
None
for
of
a
that.
second.
Oh no.
Is this my internet? This might be my internet. There we go. You said you just celebrated 12 years of what?
Of like off pills and off of like coke and pills and shit like that. So
Congratulations,
like
bro.
thank you, bro. Just to hear everybody else's story, just to hear like what you said, that's amazing because it's not easy. It's not easy falling into what society says we need to be, or how we need to be, or
Yeah.
what we need to do. Just numb everything. It's so easy to fall into that, and it's so hard to get out of it and try to walk a different path. That's why I think I resonate with your music so much because me and you kind of have similar paths. Like we lived that life. We were already in that life and that mentality. And then I found Jesus. It was 12 years ago. Exactly
Congrats.
12 years ago.
Yeah,
When I
congrats,
gave
man.
when I gave when I re-gave myself to him and said, you know what? I'm gonna put my trust in you and I got you. I'll walk your path because I've already tried that other way. Didn't work. So when
No,
I listen
it
to your
didn't.
music, it's like, especially Jesus, especially that track Jesus. That's why it's like fuck. That's why I fuck with BINGX because he's showing us there's other ways to think about things. It's not always black and white. There's a deeper fucking thing into what's going on right now, and more people are awake to that, the better the
Yeah,
outcome is going to be for all of us. So I mean,
absolutely, bro.
respect to
Absolutely.
you.
I mean, it's pretty messed up out there, man. I mean, if you ever get a chance, you know, anybody watching this, maybe just sit down one weekend, like when you're gonna go out with your friends, choose not to drink or like indulge in whatever you guys are doing. Just try it and just look around at how the energy shifts from sobriety into intoxication throughout the evening, and like all of the lines get blurry. There's no lines anymore. There's no boundaries. The level of morals and level of respect goes down. People start smacking each other's asses and saying inappropriate. Just watch, bro. Just watch it for one night and then sit back and look and be like, man, I'm usually in this when I'm here. And you can do that with anything. Next time you're depressed and
Fact.
you run to you realize you need to go drink because you're having anxiety, like ask yourself why. Just ask yourself why. Why do I feel like I need a substance to be okay? You know what I'm saying? Why do I feel like I need to go grab this to just
Right.
exist right now? And it
Right.
becomes our new norm and our new norm. And there's no like you're worthless if you no, bro. I did it for decades. Like it's not and I'm still no I now I struggle with frustration and anger and stuff that in different ways. That's the new thing that I'm struggling with now, you know, and trying to learn
Yeah,
boundaries,
but now
all
you
that.
got that faith that's gonna help you deal with all that stuff, with all those
Yes.
trials, with that, with your brain, your because I've learned that yeah, I'm still indulging myself here with weed and everything, because I don't want to go to pills because I know I need to go on pills, but I'm trying to kick that because I need to be 100% mentally here in order for me to actually receive that type of frequency that I need to be receiving to boost this energy tenfold to hit a lot more people. And I know that's a step that I need to take. I just want to say your music helps me get to that point
Well,
because
thank you, man. I'm glad I could be that for you, bro. Honestly, I
because you
genuinely
say
mean it.
because you say look at what's out there. Exactly. There's not a lot of light. So when you find that light, you have to grab it, and you have to. That light has to be part of you. So that's why I really fuck with it because it's giving me that other perspective when my brain is trying to think black and white, but then artists like you give me that opening. Okay, let's think about it this way now, because there's always a bunch of
Yeah.
different ways you can think of things. So instead of this black and white shit like how they want us to be, it's just either
Well,
you're
it's
in it or you're
segregation.
not. Yeah,
Let's divide
exactly. So
everybody. Yeah.
exactly, and knowing that it's a bigger battle, this is more of a bad versus good versus evil thing than anything else, and we're just falling victim to all the bullshit that they're trying to help us fall victim to. But artists like you keep that voice open. That it's like, okay, we're not alone. Like, hey, come over here, we got something for you because you got to listen to this side of it too because it's gonna just open other people's eyes. I've seen 4 years me doing it, 5 years me doing this YouTube shit. I've seen people change their whole entire mentality over a song or a lyric in music.
Yep.
That frequency that you guys give out is so important. Who was that person for you when you were coming up? Who was that one guy or girl, whoever, that was like, you know what? I love his frequency. I could eat off of that frequency and to give me the substance to do what I do.
Hands down, it was Tech Nine and Chris Calico. I had
That's
never
dope.
heard music like that before. I was young. I'd heard like, "Hi, my name is," and like I in my young brain, I thought that I affiliated that with rap. I thought that's what rap was. And then, I'm young at this point, like 14, 15 years old, and I'm starting to deal drugs. I'm going to the trailer park. I'm all the stuff you're not supposed to be doing. Start hanging out with killers and
Right.
drug dealers and all this.
Right.
And I remember my homie played me because my pops and my family listen to rock and like grunge, you know. Um,
Got you.
and then somebody played me Tech Nine, bro, and I said, what is this? And he's like, this is Tech. This is strange music, bro. This is like, this is Tech Nine, Chris Calico, and I was floored, bro. It altered the way that I thought about music. I thought music was sheep go to heaven, goats go to
Okay.
hell, like
No,
the
stop singing.
police.
Stop. I told you, stop singing. Don't be singing when we talking, bro. Because I'm gonna start dancing and I'm not gonna know what to do.
Oh man. But like that's what I thought music was. And
Right.
then when I
Right.
heard, you hear Tech Nine and he's like, I don't want to be the one to get a millimeter in the gut. I want to be the one to hit him with another millimeter. And I'm like, what is happening?
Fire.
What is happening?
Fire.
I couldn't believe it, bro. And he's doing triplets and rhyming in key and he's breathing in key. He's going in key. And
Right.
everything he does has like a melt. And then Chris Calico's doing all these crazy harmonies and going up and
Right.
down octaves in a verse. And I'm like, this is absurd to me. So it like I got engrossed, bro. I got engrossed. I was infatuated with the way that their minds worked. And that really just set a fire under me when I was young, bro. And I started memorizing every Tech Nine and Chris Calico. So I memorized,
Beautiful.
albums, like just memorize. And then I started not just memorizing the words, bro. I would memorize the inflections and the
Mm.
intonations and like how they did it. And like I would have to practice how to, because
That's
they
hip
rap.
hop school. That's
Yeah.
hip hop school right there,
Yeah,
man.
I went to hip hop Harvard, bro. If you,
Absolutely,
yeah, bro.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh, with those two, oh, that's a fucking fact. Like Tech Nine, when I first heard Tech Nine, I was floored. I was stunned by how this man could just multi-syllabic rhyme and just go nuts on a fucking beat. Where I'm just like, okay, first of all, how?
Bro, it's disrespectful, bro. It's disrespectful.
First of all, how? Like,
Oh
what
man.
made you think that this was okay for my
Yeah.
ears to listen to at this moment? Because it's just, but I love it because it gives you something that you thought it was something, and then he just showed you a different way of, hey,
Yes. But that's
you can
that's what
do it
that
this
was for
way.
me. Yes.
Exactly.
And it opened my mind
Beautiful.
up to a whole new just world of wordplay and lyrics and like syncopation. You can have the guitar shining through and then the vocals and then just the harmonies, and it just blew my mind, bro. But it set me on the path to get to where I'm at today. And then, believe it or not, like I, 4 years ago, I think 3, 4, 5 years ago, my homie, shout out Unconventional Kings,
Shout out to them.
they're with Strange Music now, but my homie played this record I made called Icon,
Okay.
which was a tribute from me to Tech Nine to be like, hey, thank you,
Right.
like thank you.
Yeah.
And he
Right.
played
Right.
it for, yeah, he played it for Tech, and Tech went and found the song, bro, and commented on it, and he said absolutely masterful. And I was like, no,
That was.
that was it for me, bro. I
How
was like,
was that, bro? How
that
was
was
that,
it.
bro?
That was it for me, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, not, there's starstruck. I've been in some big rooms, bro, but like, it's always just been about the music for me. I never took photos, bro. Every time I've been in a room with big people, I've never took photos. I'm just in the chair working because I want to
Right.
be. I want to work on the music. I don't care what if you know.
Right.
I want to. Yeah.
I'd
But
rather
that was a
show
moment
you
for me. I had
than
I had to
tell
sit
you.
down for a minute and really realize like this is the person that made me start, that had like influenced me to start this path for 20 years.
Beautiful.
Found my art and was like, no, this is masterful. Like I wouldn't change a thing. And I'm like, oh my goodness gracious. Like that was it for me. Then I started,
That's
honestly,
what's
after that
up.
I started kind of branching out even more into other genres after that.
So, what was the first? What do you think was the
Why not?
first song that you recorded that you were just like,
Oh, did I lose you?
yeah, I'm that? Can you hear me?
I can hear you now.
What was that one song? The first song you recorded that you were just like, yeah, I got it. I'm that. I found my. I found, and I guess with that question is like I know artists really don't find that's it because you're always growing and you're always adding to your arsenals and you're always getting better. But that one song where you knew you had something.
Hmm. That's a really good question.
You got
I
a lot of
always
them.
I always, yeah. Well, I always knew that I understood something that, like, there's a frequency that your brain can operate at, and obviously Tech Nine and Chris Calico have it. But when I could just understand that, that was my drive. Was like, I can
Mm,
tap into this. I can operate at this level. I get it. I get it. I can operate
beautiful.
here. That was kind of like my wake up call. But I made this song called Homicide. It was a Logic and Joyner song, I think, or maybe Logic and M. I can't remember.
Logic Eminem. Logic and
Yeah.
Eminem.
And I did a remix to it, and that was like me really trying. I was like, let me
Okay.
really try, to the point where, like, if Eminem heard this, he would be like, okay.
Beautiful.
And that was when I was like, okay, I don't think I need to rap anymore. I don't I, that was way too much homework for me. Like, I can do it. I can operate there, but I don't want to do that on every song. I'd rather
I
have
don't
some
want. Right.
feelings. I'd
Right.
rather have
Right.
some
Right. Right.
feelings.
Right. And
But
let
that
me
was
tell you,
that was it
you're
for me.
harmonizing. You're harmonizing. You're singing. Just your vocals, bro. Butter. It's just
I
a
love
hundred
that.
percent butter, bro. I love it. I love it. Every time somebody requests you, like put some big song. You got it. I'm there. Like we're about to go do a free dono stuff this Friday coming up, bro. You're gonna be all over that motherfucker because we're gonna be rocking some binks all fucking night. Because it's just your vocals are just on key every time. You're on tone. You're right where you need to be at. It's like I say, I love an artist that doesn't ambush so much content because you can tell that they take their time to not perfect it, but get it damn fucking close to being there. And you can hear it in all your stuff, just the quality of your music, just the production, in the production part of it is just like.
Thank you, bro.
I'm looking at the numbers, and I'm just like, that doesn't make no sense. It just to me it
I'm not good at
hurts
the
me.
marketing, bro. I'm not good at marketing.
It's
I'll
not
say
even
it
about
hands down.
marketing. It's not even about more. I get that, but it's more of like, all you got to do is hear it one time. It's not a, oh, let me check his other content out. And I'm not even trying to gas you up or anything. These are things that I say on my live streams. These are things that I say on my reactions. I tell people in private time when we talking. It's just there's so much artistry in what you bring that is just it's when I look at the numbers, I'm just like, yeah, he may not give a shit about the numbers, but fuck, I do. Like that's ridiculous, bro. Like I need this man needs to be in millions by now, bro, because it's just the quality of it. And then you have the industry dudes, these other artists that come out here that give a fraction of what you give, and then they're the ones that get flowers. It's just to me, it's disrespectful to hip hop. It's disrespectful to MCs. To be
I
honest
can't
with you.
I can't think that way because if I allow my thoughts to go in that direction, then I get anger and I get bitterness and I get resentful. So instead for me
And
it's
that's
like
why I'm angry and bitter. That's why I'm
but
angry and bitter because I can't let it go. I
but
can't let it go, bro.
how I think about it, bro, is like if I would have made it when I was younger, because I was close twice. I had deals twice and I was on the verge. And God held me back both times, bro. And I was doing drugs and I was doing I was not
Right,
doing the stuff you're supposed to be doing. And
right.
I think if I would have made it back then, I think I'd be dead by now or in prison. So um, I think that it's all on God's time, bro. And I struggle every day. I'm a sinner just like everybody else, bro. I mess up every single day, but I'm from a place now where I have sobriety, throughout the whole day. You know what I'm saying? While
Right.
I'm awake, and that makes it a little bit easier for discernment and the Holy Spirit to work and be a little bit more aware. And it's funny.
Absolutely.
I don't know, man. The whole the whole world right now is, I feel like, crescendoing, bro. Everything's ramping up. The amount of violence, the craziness happening. AI is ramping everything up at an
Everything.
astronomical rate. I mean, I don't know if half the videos I see are fake or real or whatever. And
And I was just having that conversation with my wife that I'm just like, it's scary when you're going on TikTok or you're going on IG and you see a video and 3 minutes in you figure out, oh shit, this is AI. This is not even real
yeah,
people.
yeah,
And
yep,
then you're
yep,
just like, what the hell? And
terrifying,
it's scary. It's
terrifying.
scary, bro. And like somebody did this for me, and shout out to their heart was in the good, but it kind of got me a little scared because somebody made a song, and somebody AI'd my voice into the song singing the lyrics, and I was just like, that's creepy because if you could
Yeah,
do that, that means you could take my voice and call whoever and say it's me.
yeah. Oh yeah. No, I could take a picture of you right now and run it through something and make you say hateful racist things, sample your voice, make you kill somebody on camera,
Exactly.
it'll look real. You know what I mean? And right now, yeah, there's like somebody will have six fingers on one hand, so you can like spot little indiscrepancies. But
Right.
AI is only a couple years old, bro. Wait till it's 10.
That's the
So
scary part. That's
yeah,
the
that's
scary
that's
part.
what I
Look
mean.
where we're
It's
at
ramping
a
up.
short time.
It's ramping up quick. But that being said, me and my new business partner, his name's John Nicely. Shout out Nicely. He's also an
Shout
artist,
out
very
nicely.
phenomenal talent. We started a record label together, entertainment company called NLE, Next Level Entertainment. I
Beautiful.
was releasing a song every week this year for the first few months till me and John got in talks and we started figuring out how he kind of wanted to shape the business. So now I'm putting a bunch of songs aside for a few albums, and I'm gonna start dropping singles off the albums with him starting next month in June. I'm gonna be dropping every other week, and he's gonna be dropping every other week. So it'll be my single, his single, my single, his single, my single, his single. Um, moving forward for the rest of the year. I'm really excited about that. We got a budget.
That's beautiful.
Um, yeah, bro. I have some big stuff coming. I have this
That's
song
that's.
called "Welcome to the
Go
War."
ahead.
That it's about everything that we're talking about with the darkness out there in the world. It's called "Welcome to the War," and it is absolutely ridiculous, bro. It is You want? Can I show you a little? Can I give you a little? Yeah.
This is
Okay.
your
Hold on.
this is your home, baby. You do what you want to do, man. That's gonna be so dope. Yeah, we're gonna be doing a lot of lives. We're gonna be doing a lot of album review lives, guys.
Hold
We
on.
hear me. I already got it.
Let me show you. Let me show you this real quick. You have to let me know what you think.
Really? Are you doing something
Absolutely.
different or something
No,
else?
no.
Okay.
Uh, Let me see.
Good evening, fellas.
What's going on?
This is
Man? How you
Denim.
doing?
This is DR.
What up? What up? What's going on, brother?
How
This is
you
my
guys
studio
doing?
right here.
Beautiful.
Working.
So tell me if you can hear this. I'm just gonna play a little snippet. Welcome to the view where the scrutinized. God, it's only me and you and a few selects. Social media's abused like it's all the people do when it's really just a tool they can utilize. Homie, that ain't really you, it's beautified. Keep it candid for the you, get dehumanized. And people think it's cool, start connecting with a group till they share a different view and get crucified.
Woo,
Got the
woo, that
guys
sounds
just struggle
mean.
though. Used to walk a blind path telling stories, and I hear religious songs thinking, nah, that ain't for me though.
Right,
Then I woke up in the story, bro. Found God's favor, put the G in the Holy Ghost. Devil got a
right.
team out here playing with the way that people think, like you pedal with the strings, right, choreo? Yeah. Put God where your focus is. I think you'd be surprised by how close he is. And you're accountable for everything you post on that page. Every single thing you say when you posting it. Yeah,
Woo!
I can tell you who the culprit is.
Yo, this
You the
sounds.
reason why the globe so emotionless. And Lucifer's greatest trick he ever played was him telling everybody in the sage that he don't exist.
Woo! That is
That's
a
it.
fact.
That's all
That
you
is
get.
a fact. Don't
That's
do.
all
You
you get.
can't do that to me, bro.
That's all
You
you
can't
get.
do that to me.
That's all you
Oh
get.
my god, dude, that sounded
Uh,
mean. That
yeah, bro.
sounded mean.
It gets insane, man. It builds up even more, and then it does this huge dropout with big gospel choirs, and then it goes into this really hard trap beat that I produced out the other
Ooh.
day. But I have these big ideas for this music video, and I finally found a business partner who like not only does he's just a really genuine dude, bro, and like he really believes in me, man. He's my biggest fan, and I'm a huge fan of him as well, bro, and he genuinely like loves me, and I love him too, and he's willing to invest in me, bro, and I've never had that before. I've had actually that's not true. I had a business a manager when I was younger. His name was Michael Doyle. Shout out Michael Doyle.
Shout
But
out Michael
Michael,
Dore.
the music didn't take off, and Michael, has a big family, and it just didn't, eventually we did it.
Right.
We rode for like 10 years, and it just didn't work out. But he invested a lot in me too. But John is tapped into the actual entertainment industry. He knows bunch of huge companies, and he's in cybersecurity and tech, and the guy's he's really knowledgeable and smart, and he's got a lot of contacts that I don't have access to, and when we met, I was like, I've been studying music for 20 years and not cared about the business at all. As long as I had enough bread to pay my bills every month, I was cool. Like I don't care about gold chains and none of
Right.
that crap. I just want to take care of my family. And he's like all in on the business end for the last 20 years. And he wanted to get into music like more. So I'm like, well, I was like, you come work with me for a year and I'll make you into a musician you don't recognize. But I work with you for a year. I want to be a businessman that I don't recognize.
A
Yeah.
perfect marriage, bro. A perfect marriage.
Yeah.
See,
So
and
God brought
that's
us together,
exactly
bro.
what I was gonna say. It was like all those times that the industry was trying to lure you in. There
Yeah.
was something better on the other side for you, brother, and I'm loving to hear that. I can't wait to hear the music that's gonna come out of it, because when I see an artist get excited when they talk about their music, it makes me as a fan get super fucking excited. So we're definitely gonna be tapping into that. Oh my
Yeah.
god, bro,
So I'm really
amazing
excited.
shit.
I had a me and Vibe had a idea. I have this song called Boundaries. For anybody watching this now or later, if you are an artist, I have a song called Boundaries, and I sent it to Vibe. I'm gonna have him air it live, and then I left an open verse on it. So however you want to play this vibe. If we want to have people submit their verses to both of us, maybe, and give out the email
Right.
chain, have people submit both the verses, and we can listen. I can hop back
So
in with you.
so what I'll do is we'll set up a live soon, so we could announce the, so we could show them the track, and
Okay.
then from there they could go. I'll have both of our emails down in the bottom, and they could send their links to both emails. They could send it to you and then CC me, however which way they want to fucking do it. But they could just send it to both of us, and then we'll go up in a live stream, me and you, and we'll just listen to it. We'll just listen to all the entries that've been sent to us, and we'll go from
We could
there.
we could do that little TikTok thing everybody be doing, where we could have both of us on a little on the side, and with the
Right.
music playing, and we sitting there waiting, and they can submit their they can submit it.
Absolutely. Absolutely. We'll do it like
Cool.
that.
Yeah, that'd be fine.
It's gonna be fun. It's gonna
I'm
be
looking for a
fun.
verse. Yeah, I'm looking for a verse.
So all you independent rappers out there, if this is your moment right now, and when I tell you, if you going to bring it, this is the moment right now to bring it, because my man Bix is listening. You got to hear his music to understand what I'm saying. If you haven't followed him yet, please. The my mods must be putting up your link. I don't have the chat open because it distracts me because of my ADHD and shit. So I try to not look at the chat too much, but I'm pretty sure they're putting up your links and they're putting everything out there for whoever hasn't followed
Yep.
you to go and follow you right now and do it. A little bit about, let's bring it back a bit to the beginning stages of when you were finding your voice, when you were finding that when you found tech and tech showed you the way, and a little bit after that, how was the writing process once you found that voice? Once you found, okay, this is the bag that I need to be in, this is what bag I want to be in. Like, what was the writing process? Was it the same before Tech whispered in your ear, or did it have to change up?
When Tech found me, or when I found Tech,
When you found Tech, I meant.
that was when I became a writer. So
Okay.
I wasn't writing before then.
Oh, so you weren't doing nothing before Tech.
I started memorizing Tech Nine songs, and then I was rapping them. We were in the trailer park, and we were drinking and rapping out back
Oh,
around the fire pit, and I was rapping Tech Nine or Chris's parts. I don't remember which one, and which song. And my homie was like, "Hey, you're pretty good at that. Have you ever thought about writing your own music?" And I was like, you know,
so Tech started it for you. Period.
yeah, yeah. Tech and Chris started it
Wow.
for me. Yep.
We need to get you on the track. Well, let me go call Tech real quick.
No,
That would be,
me and
that would
Tech
be so
me and
fucking
Tech
good.
have spoke. Me and Tech have spoke about potentially collabing at some point. You know what I'm saying?
That would be.
We shot some DMs back and forth. So ideally that'll happen here in the next few years. You know what I mean? But no rush on my end.
I'm here. I'm here waiting. I got enough water and I got enough time in my hand. I can't wait for that to even be a possibility. Is amazing because we were always like every time I'm jumping on the live stream and we're listening to your music and we're just talking on the live stream. I always try to put like, who would Bink sound good rapping with? And the first thing that's always been put is Tech Nine, Tech Nine and Binks. Everybody in the chat just Tech Nine and Binks. But there's others like
Man,
Ren and I want to hear you and MGK. I
I'd
want to
love
hear
that.
you and MGK track.
I want to work with Jid, bro. I want to work with JID. I think I'd have a blast working with him because
That
he
will be
operates at
amazing.
he operates at that same frequency. He just gets it. You know what I'm saying? You can hear it.
Right.
You can just hear it, bro. And every time he opens his mouth to just say something, like you don't know what's gonna happen when he starts talking, but you believe it
Uh huh.
immediately. You get it, you know.
Oh
So
wait, yup.
yeah,
Damn, bro. Man, let's go, dude. There's gonna be so much, and the good thing about it is that this is almost like I wouldn't even want to say your second win. All the work that you're doing, it's in the right time because I feel, and I've been seeing this a lot more in the independent side than the mainstream, but the independent these independent artists that are talking, like having the conversations and not everyone's having. I see them getting a nice big boost, and a lot more people starting to pay attention a little bit more, and they're starting to actually open their ears because I don't think a lot of the people in the world right now are believing the shit that they're listening to or seeing right now on TV or in IG or wherever. And I think the independent lane, you guys writing and talking how you guys are writing and talking, it's opening up that door that a lot more people are like, all right, well, let's go over here because this is starting to make more sense than anything else that's going on here.
Yeah.
And it's just like there's so much artists out there that
Well, there's no agenda.
Exactly.
Yeah, there's no agenda. There's just somebody like me or you in their bedroom. This is how I feel, and without the pressure of economy of people around you that if you say or do the wrong thing, it collapses. You know what I'm saying? And because that's really what it becomes, bro. You get too big, like, you know, I'm sure everybody has homies that say, you know, inappropriate jokes or whatever it is, but when you're freaking Drake and your homie says an inappropriate joke, all of a sudden, and it's caught on camera, all of a sudden there's bad press, there's bad this, right? Well, that's just an inappropriate joke. Now imagine political stances, imagine religious talk, anything like that. When you get up into that bigger realm of society, when you talk about fame and just having a brand, like my sister runs a giant it's like a kind of like an entertainment company. They do these huge events. They're event throwers. They do like sushi and sumo and sushi. Like you know, you go and they set up a huge sumo stage and stuff. But like even them, like they've got to be careful like what they affiliate their brand with and stuff. And they're not, you know, they're not a Drake, but just seeing that and being aware of it, like I don't think your average person knows that. They just be like, no, that's what Drake talks about, or like that's what this person talks about, or that's what this person talks about. And it's like, well, yeah, but like people build their brands around that. So if you're not a political speaker, right, and if you're known for cooking meals and everybody loves your food, and all of a sudden you come out of nowhere and you say some crazy political comment, all your fans are gonna be like, what the hell is this, bro? You shut up. We don't want to hear that.
We don't want to hear it, right?
We don't want to hear that from you. You cook, bro. Stick in your lane and cook, because that's how we treat everybody, bro. Right?
Stay in your lane. You say what you need to say or what I want you to say. Because if you say anything besides that, then I'm gonna have a problem. Yeah, it's definitely the world.
Those are the two sides of the coin. Yeah. So like, and your average person who isn't worried about recognition or thinking about fame, and they're just, you know, working their job and going home and taking care of their family. I don't even know if they're aware that's like a whole different level of playing field mentally that you have to be aware of every day once you start to get a public persona. You know what I'm saying? Like even me and my songs, like when I'm writing now I'm, you know, I'm a follower of God. I'm a man of faith. I still swear in my household, you know, almost on a daily basis. I'm getting better, right? Even my son's like, hey, pops, you didn't have to say the F word there, man, or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But I'm getting better. But like, just being aware of that small thing is hard. Just that one little change for me is hard, right? And so making big changes, and it's like now I want to talk to the world about God, and I want to talk about faith. But it's like people are like, well, you talk about, you know, being emotional and being hungover and drunk and making bad decisions. Like, where's that? We want to hear that, Binks. We want to hear that, because that's how we found you. You were angry and you were drunk all the time, and we were miserable with you. Why are you happy now?
Like, that's crazy. Yeah, though, just the way you're saying it right now gives me goosebumps, because that's what it is.
Why are you happy now? Why are you? Yeah.
A lot of them want to keep you in that misery because they connect with you more.
Yeah, but it's not malicious. It's not malicious.
Exactly.
It's Satan. it's Satan. Yeah, bro. I'm gonna say one thing. I don't know if there's any new Christians here or anybody that watches this video. If you just met God, you haven't met God yet. First of all, God is wonderful. But one of the greatest things that helped curb my anxiety was I believe it was Johnny Chang. But I heard this. He said, Satan cannot read your mind. All he can do is whisper. He does not know every thought that goes through your head. He does not know how you're responding to it. He's whispering to you and waiting to see your reaction. And he knows all your fears and everything that you got going on inside that you struggle with, all the things that you are not good at. He knows how to mess with you. He knows how to manipulate you. But you need a new toolkit, right? So like when I have bad thoughts now, or I start getting fearful, or I have angry thoughts, I just really give them to Jesus now, because Satan can't hear my thoughts. Only God can.
Right.
Right?
Right. Right.
So if Satan whispers to me and all of a sudden I'm anxious and my heart's beating fast and I start pacing, he's like, yeah, I can still get to him. But until you show a reaction, he's like, well, I'm gonna have to try a different tactic now, because that thought
Right.
didn't work. But that really helped me, realizing that he couldn't read my mind. That really helped me when I was because I was full of fear and anxiety. Like, this is all real. It's all real. This is all real. I was stressed
And
out,
and
bro. I'm
and,
like,
that's just the thing about it is that that's why the devil is good at what he does, because he is good at making people believe the shit. But if when you have God on your side, that's why I tell everybody I don't care about what demons are around me. I got God on my side.
yeah,
I just give it to him. He'll take care of it. That's I'm doing my part. I'm walking the path that I need to walk. I give it to God. God take care of it. I'm good money. I ain't got to worry about nothing. He got me. And that mentality, it was hard. It was especially hard for me to try to get into that mentality when I was getting sober, because I was just my brain was all over the place. But once, like you said, once you find that path, once you give yourself to God, it's a different story. And like you say,
yeah.
we all sinners. We sin every single
All
day.
of us,
I sin
bro.
every single
Bro,
day.
if God can forgive me after everything I've done and said in my life,
That's a
I
fact.
got I got no room to judge anybody, bro. And that's the hardest part now, as settling into my faith. That's the hardest part for me now, because like I have relationships with people built on a different version of me. And now I'm trying to set new boundaries in old relationships, and it's almost impossible because they don't see all the change. They just see the old you in the same skin with the same mentality. And I'm like, no, I
And
don't
we
do
got,
that stuff anymore.
but we got to understand it. I mean, that's just how they see that.
Yeah,
That's
and
how
which is
that.
okay. But I got to
Right,
set new
right,
boundaries now. And it's like, now you switching up. Well, yeah, I changed. And
right.
and
It
and I'm not
happens.
going to, yeah, I'm happy now, by the way, you know?
Right.
But I still struggle with, bro, I struggle just like everybody else every day. So, like, I think a lot of people get turned off talking about religion or becoming a Christian or whatever it is, because the stigma revolving around it is like judgment, right?
Right.
It's judgment.
And
It's
that and
it
that's
it's
where
somebody
people
being
get
like, well,
all
I don't
yeah.
drink, so you're going to hell if you drink, you're going to hell. And it's like, whoa, don't, chill
like
out, relax,
relax,
bro.
buddy.
Yeah, relax, bro. Like, you ain't never done nothing wrong in your life, right? But that's not
Right.
what it's about, bro. It's about becoming a better version of you every day and just working towards it, man. That's it. And like, it's like when I was okay. Here's a good example, bro. When which I don't mind sharing. When I used to my dog like counter surfs, right? He like gets on the counter, eats the bread and pizza, whatever you name
I
it. He
got
gets a
I got two of them that are very good surfers.
yep. He goes up there and surf. And when he used to do that, I would bring him over to it and I'd spank his butt and I put him outside for like 5 minutes and I bring him back in. But then after talking to God about it, I realized like that's like he doesn't know any better. Like, this is my fault. I'm leaving the food in an accessible. This isn't on him. This is on me. So now, when he does something wrong, just having God in my life, I bring him over to it and I give him a firm tap on the nose with 2 fingers. Just that little change alone, bro. Like, it changes his mentality. Now he doesn't care as much about eating the food on the counter, but it
Right.
also it also doesn't create an atmosphere of like negative interaction. It's like, hey, like, you know better than this, as opposed to, what are you doing?
Right.
Right? Just a
Right.
little change like that in my life, bro. And it's happening in every facet of my life at the same time. I'm not looking down on anybody else for doing what they're doing. I'm just happy that I'm seeing the stuff that I'm doing that I could do better. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Right.
Yeah,
You're
bro.
a little bit more. And I mean, like I said in the beginning of this conversation, it's like me and you kind of are in similar paths, because I'm doing like my recovery sessions. I do a recovery session once a month with anybody that's having issues with recovery, with mental health. They just come in and they just vent and they talk, and we try to connect and we try to help each other. And that has opened me to know how to listen more, know how to be a listener there for my wife, for my kids, as just
Yeah.
as a person, period. Because I have to listen. I listen to these people's stories, and I try to, I try to connect, and I try to help heal, and give good advice, or whatever. Just be there, just to listen, and that alone helped me. So that when I started that, it made me believe, like, okay, this YouTube thing is not only about just me being up here listening to music and wilding out. Like I can actually do something with this.
You connect to
Do
people,
something to go help. Exactly.
like genuinely connect.
And so I mean, doing that has opened a whole entire, completely different way of thinking that I've never thought. I'm 41 years old, about to be 42. I never would have thought a million years that I was going to be 41 years old, thinking completely different than when I was 25.
Yeah,
Like in my mindset, I am not the same person because we're always changing. We always got to get
you can't
to
be.
that better us, and we always got to be moving.
Yeah, well, that's the conversation, right? Like, people are like, you changed since high school, and it's like, yeah, you didn't.
Yeah, that's the problem. Is you didn't, brother. Like
You
I'm
didn't.
supposed to change after high school, bro.
Yeah,
It's a beautiful thing, man. It's a beautiful thing.
it is.
So
It really
so
is.
we got the track that we're gonna do that competition open verse. We got that going on. You got some music coming out
Can you
throughout
play
the
it?
year. If you want, I could play for you right now.
You
Oh,
want to
for
play?
them,
You want
I
to play
could
the
for them.
boundaries? Let's
I'll
do it real
it,
quick.
bro.
Tell me what you think.
Let's go.
Let's do it.
I'll
Let's
play
do a
it.
little. Let's do a little reaction. Try. I'll just be live with the reaction.
All right, we're gonna get right into it, ladies and gentlemen. This I never be heard. You've never played this before, right?
No, nobody's heard this except my close friends and stuff.
Well, yeah, your people got you.
Yeah.
So, ladies and gentlemen, this is a treat. This is a treat. Let's get this up. Make sure this is working. Make sure you guys can hear it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is called Boundaries for the Open Verse Challenge. BINGX, it is on you.
Lately I've been feeling aggravated. Something about a dollar.
Don't do this to me, sir.
I'd probably download it. It'd probably make it easier.
Yeah, let me download it real quick. There you go. It's downloaded. Let me get it. Let me get the media player up. Just off the rip, just the 2 seconds that I heard, I was like, okay, I see what he's trying to do. Let me get to here.
Yeah, I'll be right back. Give me 2
I
seconds.
got it. Yeah, dude. I got a browser issue here, so give me a second. Guys, I hope you guys are enjoying the conversation. Very dope conversation. If you haven't yet, please go follow my brother BINGX. The link is going to be on the pinned comment. I do have it on the pinned comment. So, is it working now? Okay, now we good. I think it's working now. I'm excited.
All right.
All right. Let me know if you guys hear it.
Lately I've been feeling aggravated. Something about a dollar got the love evaporating. Eggshell walking, making sure they validated. Underpaid, overworked, gotta reevaluate it, calibrated. I've been dealing with your ego agitated. My apologies, I get a little over animated. I don't think it's really love, it was all exaggerated. Cause the way that you maneuver show me you've been fabricated. Tell them I don't want love, I want boundaries. Yeah, we ain't got it like that, man.
Hold on, you can't drop the beat like that, BINGX. You can't drop the beat like that. Hold on. I knew it was gonna be a bop just because the way you crescendo this shit every single time. You come with a pace, and then you come and then you get my blunt up here, and then you drop the motherfucker. Let's go.
Lately I've been feeling
Let's
aggravated.
go.
Something about a dollar got the love evaporating. Eggshell walking, making sure they validated. Underpaid, overworked, gotta reevaluate it, calibrated. I've been dealing with your ego agitated. My
I like that. Overworked, underpaid, gotta reevaluate. I like that.
apologies, I get a little over animated. I don't think it's really love, it was all exaggerated. Cause the way that you maneuver show me you've been fabricated. Tell them I don't want love, I want boundaries. Yeah, we ain't got it like that, man. I really can't have y'all around me. Yeah, and I don't wanna hear nothing. How you finna be mad that I found peace? Yeah, and they say
What you just finna saying right now, brother? What you just finna saying right now, brother? Why you getting mad? Cause I'm happy. You should be happy I'm happy. That's what I'm talking about, bro. Man, I'm telling you. Oh,
have y'all around me.
Let's go.
Yeah, and I don't wanna hear nothing. How you finna be mad that I found peace? Yeah, and they say it's all love, but it really ain't love. If the love turn hate.
don't do this right now.
It's not loaded, is it?
It downloaded.
Oh, if it do you have like a it might be in like Finder.
Lately I've been feeling aggravated. Something about it.
Like if it downloaded, it's gonna be in your download folder.
My thing is, I don't think it's gonna let me open it. Oh, I think it's gonna let me open this way. Hold on, yeah. Because in StreamYard, there's like 2 different ways that you can open it.
Yeah, I got you.
So let me go ahead and download it. Yeah, it's right here. I got it here. Let me see if I could.
Jeez. I appreciate you doing this, by the way.
You got it, my brother. Oh, there we go. Media player. We good. Okay. Let me see if we can hear it now. Let me know if you guys hear it now.
Lately I've been feeling aggravated. Something about the dollar got the love evaporating. Eggshell walking, making sure they validated on the.
Biggs, can you hear it?
I did, yep.
Okay, all right, then we're good then. All right, now this is the downloaded one. We're gonna bring it back to the beginning because that's what I do in my reactions anyway. We're gonna bring it back to the top.
Lately I've been feeling aggravated.
Let's go.
Something about the dollar got the love evaporating. Eggshell walking, making sure they validated. Underpaid, overworked, gotta reevaluate it, calibrated. I've been dealing with your ego agitated. My apologies, I get a little over animated. I don't think it's really love, it was all exaggerated. Cause the way that you maneuver show me you've been fabricated. Tell them I don't want love, I want boundaries. Yeah, we ain't got it like that, man. I really can't have y'all around me. Yeah, and I don't wanna hear nothing. How you finna be mad that I found peace? Yeah, and they say it's all love, but it really ain't love. If the love turn hate the minute I set boundaries, player.
That's a fact. That's a fact. Oh my God, are you speaking truth or what, brother? Dude, the whole conversation you just having in this song. This whole conversation you having in this song. That's a fire. That's fire, bro. Because it's true. It's true. Like sometimes motherfuckers gotta do that. Sometimes motherfuckers gotta put those boundaries with certain fucking people because I can't let you bring me where you want to go. I gotta go where I need to go. And sometimes I gotta put those boundaries, and if you hate on that, then you don't want what's best for me. If you know you the issue. That's just fucking, There's 3 people that I send this song to. There's 3 people I want to send this song to, so they can understand.
It really ain't love, if the love turn hate the minute I set boundaries, player. Some of y'all get pretty close to getting a rise out of me. I hit them with a dose and let me oblige. I don't ever gotta do the most. It's something I chose, I indulge, and I know my posters fit in a rise. Big head in the room, let me navigate. Temper my mood, make room, let me allocate. Patience, grace, and truth, and collaborate when really I wanna get in the suit and eradicate everybody at the same time. Let's get to the truth and pull the roots of the grapevine. Tell them I'm through with being used, I'm enthused, but don't get me confused. With some of you, could I pay some? I'm not in a league.
So get out that pocket, Binks! Get out that fucking pocket, bro! Oh my God, listen to that pocket! So fucking clean. Oh my God.
To the truth and pull the roots of the grapevine. Tell them I'm through with being used, I'm enthused, but don't get me confused. With some of you, could I pay some? I'm not in a league with a child's play. I don't make a song, boy, I speak and annihilate. You gon' press a button and end up needing to isolate. Full court present, I'll pay the fee of the trial date. Yeah, but I'm Christian now, I seek the light. I struggle learning how to keep the peace inside. I'm motivated and I even preach at times. I've learned a simple key to life is be the light. I plead for mercy deep inside. I know I don't deserve it, but receive the light. I try and fail, but keep.
That's what I'm fucking talking. I gotta rewind that shit back. I gotta rewind it back. I'm sorry. I tried to stop. I tried to let it go. I couldn't. Golly. That pocket is nasty.
Yeah, but I'm Christian now. I seek the light. I struggle learning how to keep the peace inside. I'm motivated and I even preach at times. I've learned a simple key to life is be the light. I plead for mercy deep inside. I know I don't deserve it, but receive the light. I try and fail, but keep on reaching high. I'm at peace, but I think sometimes I don't want fake love. I want boundaries. Yeah, we ain't got it like that, man. I really can't have y'all around me.
Yo, whoever is gonna write a verse to this, you gotta go to work like today. Like this, like you can't postpone this shit. You gotta go to work this minute. You gotta go to work this minute. Yo. My bad.
Temper my mood,
I rewind it back a little bit.
Patience, grace, and truth, and collaborate when really I wanna get in the suit and eradicate everybody at the same time. Let's get to the truth and pull the roots of the grapevine. Tell them I'm through with being used, I'm enthused, but don't get me confused. With some of you, could I pay some? I'm not in a league with a child's play. I don't make a song, boy, I speak and annihilate. You gon' press a button and end up needing to.
Speaking of annihilate, it's just a wordplay. It's crazy. Banks, I like this very much, sir. This is amazing, sir. Holy shit.
Isolate, full court present, I'll pay the fee of the trial date. Yeah, but I'm Christian now, I seek the light. I struggle learning how to keep the peace inside. I'm motivated and I even preach at times. I've learned a simple key to life is be the light. I plead for mercy deep inside. I know I don't deserve it, but receive the light. I try and fail, but keep on reaching high. I'm at peace, but I think sometimes I don't want fake love, I want boundaries. Yeah, we ain't got it like that, man. I really can't have y'all around me. Yeah, and I don't wanna hear.
Once again, bitch with a fire fucking hook. With a
There it is,
fire
though.
fucking hook, bro. Brother. We're gonna get a lot of rappers jumping on this.
I'm excited. I genuinely am, man. I'm
excited
excited to see. Kind of. I'm doubled up. My voice is going in and coming out.
Hold on.
Is that better?
Testing 1 2.
There we go.
Are you good?
Yep. Yeah. I was gonna say I'm excited, man. I really want to hear just people's take on that, you know. And obviously, you can tell I was pretty frustrated when I wrote this song, and that's something that I'm working on. Is my anger with people trying to have patience and, you know, be patient and give grace. You know, a lot of times it's a misunderstanding. Sometimes you, like, one thing I'm learning, bro, as I've gotten, you know, I used to be like, I just don't like that person, you know, screw that person. But now it's like something that I genuinely thoroughly understand so deep in me that it just has become a part of my process of who I am, might not even register on somebody else's radar. Like, something that I care about, that I'm thoughtful and considerate of, doesn't mean that that other person is malicious. It just means that they don't think the same way that I think. So, like, I'm learning that I have to be very blunt and straightforward with people and be like, look, like, I have to, like, really explain what I mean, because I don't think that you even I don't even think it's in your peripheral vision what I'm upset about, because it doesn't register for you, and it doesn't make me better than you or anything along those lines. It just means that I think differently. But I used to attribute it, when I wouldn't get along with people like that. I used to attribute it to just be like, no, I don't like that person. That, you know, that's a fuck boy or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But I don't think like that anymore. I'm like, no, like, I'm trying to change the way that I think, like, literally how I think about people. Like, oh, this is a miscommunication, but it's not just I'm going to be able to explain this and them to understand me. I'm going to have to go through the ringer with this. If I care about this person and I really want them in my life, I'm going to have to describe to them what it means when they do this, like what it means to me, or when they don't do this. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It could be something as simple as, you know, setting a time and having, you know, telling somebody they're going to show up on time, and they're, you know, they show up 40 minutes late, and it's like nothing happened. But, like, in my eyes, it's like, you know, if you book a studio session with me at 8 o'clock and you show up at 9 and you're expecting not to pay, I'm sorry, you got me messed up, bro. I run a business, right? But, like, I can either explain it like that and be angry, or I can be like, hey, like, you have to understand, like, I run a business, and like I know you run on your time, but, like, you're now booking my time. But some people, it doesn't even compute for them. They're not thinking he'll wait. They're not thinking like that. They're just like, yeah, I'm gonna try and get there by 8. You know what I'm saying?
That's the thing that I struggle with the most is that right there is just be around people that don't keep their word, and then it just brings me it. But I take it more, which I'm getting help with right now. Is just I take it more as disrespect, and that brings the anger, because I feel so like I'm giving you a time frame. I need you to be here if we're going to be doing this. If you show up an hour and a half, or you hit me up on the time that we have to do this and say, hey, I can't make it, like, I just spent the whole entire day prepping for this, and
yeah,
you know, my time is valuable as well. Not saying that your time isn't, but my time is valuable as well. And when I work with you, we need to work together. That means my normal schedule needs to take a back burner, because now I need to collab with somebody, and I need to make sure that the time is working for both. I can't just go out and just do it. So when people do it to me, my problem is I hold on to that, and I judge the person for it. So
there's two parts there, right? There's judgment and there's condemnation. Okay, so, like, if I have my homie with me and I know he's married and I see him about to cheat on his wife, it's right for me to judge him right there. Not condemn him, condemn him and tell him he's going to hell, but judge that is wrong, and be like, hey, bro, like. What are you doing, bro? You're married. Like, come on, you're making it a mistake right now, bro. Did you have too much to drink? Let's get out of here, bro. That's me judging that what you're doing is wrong. Me saying you're a piece of shit, you cheat on your wife, you worthless, whatever. That's me condemning them. There's two. Those are very different, and people tend to get those mixed up, bro. You can judge that something is right or wrong. Like when you see somebody being respectful and being attentive to their kid, like you're in your head, you're judging that is the right thing to do, right? Okay. Well, I mean, it's the same thing when you see somebody doing something wrong and you speak up about it. As long as you're not condemning them, like I'm better than you because I don't do this. That's condemnation. It's
Right.
judging that something is wrong is okay because you don't want your homie to cheat on his wife. He doesn't want to either. He's just too drunk and he's an idiot. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I'm saying? But things like that, even little things throughout the day, and I mess up all the time too. That's what I meant by like when God forgave me, right? So I have no right to like judge and condemn anybody. But I am at a point now where I can start to set boundaries through my judgment, right? Because when you're of a sober mind, you have sound judgment. When you have sound judgment and you're not influenced by emotions, and that's what you and I struggle with the very similar thing. I get emotional too, which is why I wrote this song. Like I need to set boundaries. Like I'm starting to feel like you don't love me because of my boundaries that you're crossing, but it's really my fault because I have not taken the time to communicate to you thoroughly without emotion how much it means to me that you do or do not do this.
Right.
So
Okay.
it all falls back on me at the end of the day, right? It's on me. And if I equivocate that, if I explain that and extrapolate that to the infinitesimal details that I can, and you still don't understand it, then I can love you from a distance.
There's a lot of people on that list.
But I can love
They
you from
love
a
this,
distance. I can wish you the
but it's
best
true.
and not want to work with you. And that's okay. That is okay too. I love you, bro. I love you and I respect you very highly. I have a lot of respect for you. You know what I'm saying? Whatever it is. I have a lot of respect for you and I love you. But like the way that I feel about you and the things that I care about that I do for you, if I don't feel like they're being reciprocated, then I can't be around that because then I'm going to start to resent what's happening around me. And it's not that I'm condemning you for it. It just means that we don't operate on the same frequency on some things, and those little things are important to me. And that's okay. It doesn't make me any better than you. It just means that we're probably not meant to work together. I can see you with we can catch up on Thanksgiving or Christmas or whatever, right? And I can tell you I love you and give you a hug and mean it. But if we keep working together, I'm gonna punch you in your chest next time I see you. You know what I'm saying? Like and
Right.
that's on me too, right? That's on me too because I'm responding with emotion. So that's to bring it all back. That's where it is boundaries, bro. Is setting boundaries with people. And even if they're old friends, you have to set new boundaries because you are a new creature, bro. I am a new creature, right? And before I used to shrug off, I'd shrug off every overstep boundary. I would just shrug off, bro, because I love them, right? And in my head, that was it. If I told you I loved you, that was enough. Didn't matter your flaws or your faults because I knew how bad I was, like how many mistakes I made, right? So like I would just breeze past it, but then I was angry and anxious all the time. And then God's like, hey, we got to work on this, bro. Remember this? Yeah. Oh, yep. You remember that too? Yep. And you remember this? You know, I just want to talk to you about this. Can we have a conversation? And it's like, dang, all right. I gotta go.
Yeah.
I gotta go kneel for a little bit. And then I start crying, bro. And I'm like, man, you know?
Yeah, no, it's like when I started to set my boundaries, when I started to get real help and I was actually found something that's gonna help me because doing this YouTube thing helped me mentally. It helps me release everything that I have built up. It helps me get it all out by talking about it through the music, talking about it with the chat, just going through it. And my issue that I was having a long time ago was I was not having no boundaries on anything. It was full fledged. Hey, I'll just throw it under the rug, and let's keep moving, let's keep working, let's keep doing the same shit over and over again. But then as I started getting more into, the more positive lane, and more,
Your faith.
yes, more into my faith, the boundaries started to become easier to put.
Yeah, because
Because
I don't
it was not
want to
part
do
of my
that.
plan. Exactly.
I don't want to do that anymore.
It's like that. That's gonna suck that I'm 41 years old and I end up getting locked up again. I can't be doing that shit no more. I can't.
Those are boundaries
I can't
with
have that
yourself.
mentality. Exactly.
And that's even more
I can't
important.
be doing that. Facts, and that's where I started focusing more on my faith first, and then once I started focusing on that, that's when all these ideas of positivity just started pouring out, and I just wanted to share it with the world. And I don't go do the politic thing, and I don't do any of that. My YouTube page is just, we're positive, we listen to music, we're vibing, we're having a good time, we're having fun, we get into conversations from here and there, but most of the part is going to be positivity, no negative shit in the chat. I'm a big advocate for all of that, and it's just, I'm so pleased that there are artists out there that my kids can listen to that is showing that message, that is pushing that fucking message, like you, like you know, NF and like Ren and like all these other independent artists that just always put their heart into the music, and it warms my heart knowing that passion is still there in the music, because it scares the shit out of me sometimes when I just peek into the mainstream and see what's going on, and I just see how they act, how people are, and just the hate and it's just like when I come back to my channel and I come back doing my thing, it's like a whole nother different world. It's like, and then I tell everybody, it's like, go outside your house. Do you see what you see on the screen happening outside in the streets?
Bro, we listen to music that glorifies and genuinely glorifies murdering people, right? And then when somebody like a rapper goes away for murder or is on trial, everybody's like, free this person, right? Because he just killed what? He killed another person who was also about that life. But when you see somebody, and then it's weird because it's like the freaking cognitive dissonance must be deafening for these people, bro. Because then they'll see somebody murder like a child or like a female on television, and they're like, that person should go to prison for the rest of their life. And I'm like, what is happening? You were just in your Corolla bumping.
But you said it though, Biggs. We gave that the culture, we gave that the okay, the pass.
Yeah, it's okay, right? And like,
but when you see it in real life, it's like, what's the difference?
And like, to see, like, do you remember You Ain't Even Know? You remember that song? And you ain't even know.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And like, I believe it was Rick Ross at the time, but he dropped a bar on there. And like, there's no hatred in my heart towards Rick Ross at all. But I just want to this is a good public reference, right? He said, I put a Molly all in her champagne and she ain't even know it. I took her home and enjoyed that, and she ain't even know it, right? And people, and bro, I listened to the song too. I didn't even pick up on that. I was just vibing like everybody else was when that song dropped. We were like, you ain't even know it. And everybody was bopping that song. Right. And then all of a sudden the lyrics get put out, and then sponsorships go and be like, did he just talk about drugging and bringing somebody home drug?
Crazy.
And like, it was a conversation. People were like, it's not that, it's just a song. And it's like, no, it's a lifestyle. This is what we think is okay.
People have to understand that in mainstream, especially in rap, when these kids are listening to this, they're listening to this in the same way that we listen to M, Wu-Tang, Biggie, Pac.
Yeah.
Like, they were our hip hop Bible. They were our preachers. We were listening to these people, and we were kind of mimicking certain things that they were doing in our own lives, and doing that. Like, when you're writing like this, these kids are listening to this, so it's going to affect their mentality of all this garbage that's being shoved into their brain on a constant basis every day, and then like it normalized. It started to become normalized, and then. Now it's what it is.
It's deeper than that. I mean, like, slavery got abolished, and then, we started through annexation and segregation and causing divides through communities, and then, blocking people, and then they made, just absolute terrible, gross, evil, disgusting decisions. And then all of a sudden, private prisons start popping up. How do we fill up these private prisons? Oh, well, let's glorify this murder music. This lifestyle. Let's put this everywhere. Like, let's make this the tours. Let's glorify it. Let's every song we play on the radio. You know what I'm saying? And it's a small group of people, unfortunately, that are sitting, that probably look a lot like me, doing that in behind closed doors.
When years ago I heard that Michael Jordan bought a prison, I was like, all right, then I don't even know anything anymore. I don't want to know anything anymore.
But
it's just crazy.
That's how it impact. That's like, if you look at like the derivation of it and where it came from, and then you look at what it led to. This just brings me back to like, look, Satan is running rampant, bro. Like, It is absolutely absurd. Where we have to. It's all fun and games until your friend gets shot. It's all fun and games until your older brother overdoses on fentanyl. It's all fun and games until your little sister gets taken. You know, like
Right.
there's so many people listening and glorifying this stuff, this lifestyle. I want to be rich. I want these chains. I want the cars. I want the bitches. I want the, I want all. No, okay. You want all that until you get it, right? And now
it's
you
not gonna
have
fill
to,
that void.
and now you have to do that every day for the next 20 years to stay relevant.
Yep.
Because you can't get famous talking about, effing, fucking bitches and getting money and let's do this and this and I carry a pistol everywhere I go, and then all of a sudden wake up the next day and be like, I'm happy taking my kid to the park. People are gonna be like, oh, you soft.
Yeah, right.
Why
there goes
is
your credibility?
why?
There goes
Yeah,
everything
yeah.
that you build. That goes out the window.
Why is me being a good parent taking my kid to the park softer than you
Right.
doing drugs, getting in a car accident and shooting somebody? Because that's what Satan wants you to think. That's what he wants the world to think.
Exactly what.
And mind you, like, I know I brought up the Rick Ross thing. I got love for Rick Ross, bro. I think he's a phenomenal talent. I love his music. I mean, I remember when him and Drake dropped that Aston Martin song. You remember that?
Woo!
Aston Martin, bro. That song was on repeat constantly. So I feel a little bad about singling him out, is all I'm saying. But I wasn't trying to do that to him. I'm just saying, as a culture, like, that's how far it had to go for everybody to be like, yeah, I guess that was a little wrong. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like,
right.
and mind you, I was doing all the same shit, bro. I was dealing. I was all the stuff you're not supposed to be doing. I was doing all the same stuff, but like, it was normalized by everybody around me, by the music I listen to, by the movies I watch, by the people I look up to.
I've said that many times, like, because I'm from Brooklyn, New York. So in my mind, growing up 20-something years in New York, it was always told to me that I was not able to do that acre and a mule and having my property. Like, that was an imaginary thing. You could never get that.
No, you're not going to get nobody's getting their 40 acres or a mule.
No one's going to get the 40. No, and no one's going to get that. And then in my mind, it was always told that. So where do I go? I went to the OGs in the street, and I started doing some street shit, and I started getting into trouble, and I started getting into even deeper trouble, and then I got out, and I just had to leave that area. That's all I had to do, was get on a plane, leave, and go to Florida to figure out that everything that was taught to me in 20 years was all bullshit. That I control what happens. I control my narrative. No one else in this world controls my narrative.
Yeah, but now you're not contributing to it because you're not around it, right? So you got away from it. So now you contribute to a different part of society, or a different friend group, a different economy, whatever it is, right? Because you moved away from it. But a lot of people are stuck in a sense of they can't. And when you grow up in a neighborhood where the only way to get to school safe is by affiliating yourself with a color, because you have to walk down certain streets and you're surrounded by it, and then all of a sudden there's war in the streets, and homie shot homie's cousin, we gotta go and empty a clip on them, and then it's back and forth and it's back and forth and it's back and forth, and it's generational trauma at that point too.
Cycle.
And then half the people are locked up, the other half are running, they got warrants, but it becomes they need new blood, they need fresh blood. We got people dying, we got people doing this, but it becomes a lifestyle, because what is attributed to that lifestyle is fast money and instant gratification. What is this whole generation hooked on? Instant gratification. I post a picture, I want to like. I get a like, I want to comment. I see a comment, I reply. My comment gets a like, I reply back and I say thank you. That is everything, bro. If I don't like the video in the first 3 seconds, scroll. I can constantly get another instant gratification, little dopamine hit, bro. And it all ties together, man. And it's just evil, bro. And unfortunately, a lot of people don't even know the history, bro. When I see people, I see a lot of people talk about, whether it's, black and white, and, I'm trying to be cautious of how I say this, but in a sense of, we're not taught history, bro. We're taught white history in schools. Okay. We're not taught, like, you're not going to 5th grade and they're doing history class and they're like, yeah, like an average conversation used to be like, how do you keep your slaves in shape? Oh, well, I'll kill the son, I'll rape the dad in front of the son. So, because if they don't respect him, then, they won't follow him. They won't follow him, in a rebellion, right? They're not teaching that in history class, right? So you got to go do your own research. But why would you do research about something that doesn't affect you? Why would you care?
I wouldn't.
No, nobody would. You know what I'm saying? You have to find the people that wake up and realize like there's more
Right.
than just my perspective, which is brings it back to our initial point that we started talking about. When I get frustrated with somebody, it's on me to bridge that gap because there's another way to think
Mm,
about this that I'm not
mm,
thinking about. I'm not
right.
thinking about this. So if I choose to care about this and I choose to care about this person, I can bridge the gap through communication and boundaries. If I choose to and with enough time invested I can do that, right?
Oh, absolutely.
So
Absolutely.
anybody, bro, out here, they have different political views, bro. I can understand you and not agree with you.
Right. But
I
that's
can like,
that's 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 alien talk though in this world right now. That's alien talk. I could not agree with nothing that you have to say, but I can still love you like a brother. We don't have to agree on everything. But that's alien talk to people. People don't understand that. People feel like if you don't believe in what I believe in, then it's got to be some that separation because I can affiliate myself with somebody that doesn't believe exactly what. And that's all trained, like you said, all
yeah,
trained
yep,
behavior. This
it
is
is.
just our
It's taught.
brains going through the fucking shit, and it's just trying to untrain your brain to do that is a lot more difficult than just throwing a phone in front of your face and just letting it happen to you. And
Yeah.
in your normal steps, it's a lot harder getting out of that mindset.
Well,
But
because
you
people are
know that
comatose emotionally. You know, like
right,
they scroll, they see a video of somebody getting shot in the street. The next video is a stand-up comedy. The next video is a skateboarder. The next video is some girl flashing her vagina or her tits on Instagram or whatever. And then the next one is another stand-up comedy. And then the next one, it's about a child that got bomb, got killed in a bombing or a terrorist attack. And then the next one, and it's constant. And when
right,
normally, like when you're using discernment and you're still enough and peaceful enough and sober minded enough to realize, like, when you see somebody get shot, you should fucking care. You should cry. You
right,
shouldn't be like, well, I don't care because I didn't agree with him.
right.
What, like, but we're
That
so exposed to it that we're numb to the world, bro, because we scroll. Next video, girl's tits. Next video, girl shaking her ass. Next video, my homie shooting somebody in the street. You know what I'm saying? I know that dude. That guy deserved it. He stole money. Next
right.
one, this. Next one, this. And it's a joke, bro. Our entertainment is lust and greed and murder and anger and bitter. Like that's the stuff we
All
laugh
the
at.
seven sins. All the seven sins is
That's
what we're
what
scrolling to
that's what we laugh at all the time, and that's what we're
all day.
captivated by, engrossed in. That's what constantly, and it's just every freaking scroll of the finger,
You're
it's
not wrong.
something else,
You're
bro. When
not
I
wrong.
when I finally woke up, I had to change my whole algorithm, bro. I started blocking all the pages where girls are like, bro. I saw the first pair of titties I saw other than my wife's tits in almost a year was somebody had a Kehlani music video on in the barbershop when I was getting my hair done. And
Right.
she's wearing like a see-through shirt and she had her titties out. And I'm like, that's the first nipples I seen other than my wife's in like almost a year. I'm happy, bro. I'm like, yeah, bro, because I stopped, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm proud of myself in that moment. You know
Right,
what I'm
right,
saying? Because
right,
because I
right,
used to
right,
I used
right.
to watch porn like it was no problem, bro. I was like, yeah, I needed to, I'm feeling anxious. Let me go take care of some business real quick. You know? And that was it. But it's just, bro, I don't know, man. Everybody can wake up, bro. Every single person on this earth can wake up, but sometimes it's just getting, like you said, that light bulb. Maybe it's one
Hmm.
conversation between me and you where they're like, dang, like, let me step back and let me see if I can't hold myself accountable real quick. And then they're like, damn, God, I know you real because all this evil's real. You know?
Right.
That was my, yeah. Yeah, bro. That was my introduction, man. Do you remember that song I made with I gotta wrap up here soon. But
Yeah, yeah,
do you
yeah,
remember
yeah.
that song I made with Vin called High Frequency?
Yes. Yes.
I said in there, I said, human with a capacity for hate and apathy's a drug when hurt, your sanity's at stake. Find tenacity and love to incapacitate. Half of me at war with half of me who's learned its travesty at length. I lack belief in fate, but truthfully can't practice preaching faith. I don't believe substantially, so is it blasphemy to pray? I think I do believe in me, and so is my vanity displayed. I cannot tactfully debate on if humanity is great, right? But that's the
Whew.
first time that I publicly to millions of people questioned my faith. And God said, bet. Okay. So I shortly after that, I was still doing drugs and drinking at the time.
Hmm.
I ate 7 grams of shrooms, chugged an orange juice, popped an Adderall, and finished almost an entire fifth of gin. And God pulled the veil back that night on me, bro. And I was protected the whole time, bro. I was protected the whole time. Nothing bad happened, but there was a lot of stuff that could have happened. And he showed me, he was like, if I'm not real, maybe like, if you don't think I'm real, let me show you something you definitely gonna believe.
Right,
Let me show you something, you know what I'm saying? Like, cause you don't have you're not having conversations with me, Binks. Like, you're not chasing me, you're not drawing near to me, so I can't draw near to you. You know, I'm not gonna draw near to you. And that's all
Right.
God wants. You draw near to God, God will draw near to you. So he pulled the veil back a little bit that night, bro, and it was the most explosive bout of fear and anxiety and panic. And then I'm vacillating between that and feeling safe, because God was, every time I started to get to the point where I thought something terrible was about to happen, God was like, hey, I'm here. And then I got calm again. And then right when I get comfortable, I'm all the way back, bro. And somebody else is there with me, and they're going through it too. And it's real. We're both having the same exact experience. Same exact experience.
Wow.
And it was very, very dark, bro. But you know, it's the best thing that ever happened to me, because that was the minute that I realized it was all real.
Right.
And then you
Right.
flash forward like a year after that, I finally asked God for help for the first time, and I genuinely believed that I was gonna receive it. And bro, I got the most, like, overwhelmingly undescribable feeling of warmth and peace. It was like it was literally like I got given a hug by everything. Like the universe of existence gave me a hug, and I felt protected and safe for the first time in my life. For the
Wow,
first
bro.
first time in my life, bro, I started crying, I started bawling. And in that moment of peace, bro, I'm talking to my wife and I'm telling her how much she means to me, bro. And I was like, oh, it's real.
Right.
It's
Because it's just
real.
that's oh my god. Because I connect with that, because that's exactly how it felt like with me when the cloud went away. The only way that I can explain it is all the cloudedness in my head went away, and it was just clear. Everything just made sense. And then I kind of like looked up, and I understood exactly what needed to be done. It was like almost like no words were spoken. It was almost like an internal acknowledgement of, okay, I got it, because it was just a moment of clarity that I had, and it was just so clear, and I felt it, and I was like, because this was before I gave myself, but I was still struggling, I was still fighting through a lot of bullshit, and then once I got to that point, and I fought through the worst of it, I was just like, oh, fuck, like in my mind, I was just like, holy
Oh, I thought you
shit,
said 7. Hold
bro,
on.
I know
Hold
you
on one
I know you
second.
gotta go, man.
Yeah, 5 minutes.
You said you got 5 minutes?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, I got it. My artist is taking off right now. But or my guy
Yeah,
is. But yeah, God bless you, bro. For everybody here,
brother,
man,
God bless you.
God is a conversation away, and He's here at all times. So just remember that
Fact.
at any single time, any moment of any day, I don't care what you're going through, bro. He's there, and He's willing to listen. But you have to draw near to God to have God draw near to you. And it's as simple as just you don't even have to know how to talk to Him. It's nothing like that, bro. You could just be like, hey, if you're out there, I'm struggling with this. Can you help me? And you can start just like that.
Is that
But
easy?
do you know what amen means in Greek?
No.
It means I believe. Not I believe in, I believe. I
I
believe
believe.
you. I believe you. I believe you exist. I believe you when I read your words in the Bible. I believe you that you sent Jesus down here. I believe you that He died for my sins. I believe.
Beautiful. Okay.
Not I believe in myself. I believe.
I believe.
Yeah. But yeah,
Beautiful.
man, God bless you
Thanks,
guys. Thank you
brother.
so much
God
for having me,
bless
bro.
you. Thank you for coming up and spending some time with me. Great conversation. I appreciate you. I'll link up with you about the
Yeah, the
open
track.
verse, and we'll set it up.
All right, peace out, everybody. I appreciate you guys.
Love, bro.
All right, it's love.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was BINGX. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys enjoyed the interview. Very, very dope conversation. I'm gonna be working on getting more guests up here. I'm gonna be working on trying to figure more people to bring up here for you guys, so we can have conversations like these over and over and over and over again. I hope you guys enjoyed this interview. I hope you guys enjoyed the night. I got reactions coming tonight, tomorrow. I'm going live tomorrow, 9:30 a.m. on Twitch for the live stream, and then regular week. There's gonna be regular week programming. So I love you guys. Have a great, great, great night. Thank you guys for all being here. If you haven't, once again, please, please, please go and show love to my brother BINGX. And BINGX, if you're still listening, I do have the recovery session on Friday coming up. If you want to come through, this is your home now, brother. You come here whenever you want. I love you guys. I'm out of here.